Well, that's gonna be the creepiest thumbnail I ever took. Hi, my name is Aaron, and welcome to the Call Comics. Today we have an unboxing to do, probably my last comic unboxing for a little bit. So I got this box here today. As you can tell, it is fairly thick, and I'm not sure if you can tell or not, but I just woke up. So I thought what I'd do is come in here, do a very, very quick unboxing. I'm willing to bet nobody's gonna come in, so it's gonna make it even quicker. I was gonna make another video on the Criterion sale the other day. I was a little bit saddened by the fact that Criterion no longer, hey there, William, no longer does like Canadian. Kind of an end of an era, really. So I got a package, which is going to be my last couple omnibuses for a while. But the fact that I was able to get them at such a good price. Hey there, George. Meant that I was able to reach the goal, to actually overreach the goal that I wanted. So initially, what I wanted to do was 50 omnibuses before my stuff got shipped off. My stuff got shipped off to Morocco. So obviously, stuff hasn't got shipped yet. You can still see boxes here. So we're not going yet anytime soon, but some of the stuff is, so that we have it over there. You know, kind of get things done. Sticker thing. Anywho, let's look at the stuff. When I was a kid, this was a comic book that I was a huge fan of, and I used to read a lot. I don't see them actually redoing this one once it's done, even though the movie was popular. Yes, there was a movie done on it. Hey there, Danuch. Okay, so what I picked up first was I grabbed, I think it's volume 2, right? Volume 2 of Hands of Shang-Chi. Hey there, Swift. Hey, thank you, by the way, for the nice message. I haven't got a chance to respond to it yet. I just saw it there on Patreon. Master of Kung Fu. Now, the neat thing about this comic book was when it was done, it was drawn in a specific way, in a very different way than other comics were drawn. It was drawn to look like and to emulate the films of the time. So they actually drew out action sequences. Oh wow, thank you, George. Let me know when it goes through. I'm actually excited about that. I think your unboxing, George, is going to probably be my last unboxing to do for a while, because I'm trying to work into to expanding a bit. So let's open her up. In the back, as always, you see the covers from the comic book. Now, if you watch my last unboxing, you know that I did Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, which was a magazine that I used to read a lot when I was a kid. Now, on the inside here, you will see the Masters of Kung Fu. There's another omnibus, don't worry, so don't go away quite yet, just in case you're wondering if that's all I unboxed. Yeah, on the back, we have this is a small one, so we'll have the yin yang symbol from which you probably saw if you watched the Masters of Kung Fu one, because Shang-Chi is also in the Deadly Hands Kung Fu. So when you open it up here, a good picture of Shang-Chi. It's obviously, you know, kind of doing like a Bruce Lee type of thing. It was very much like kind of a martial arts spy comic. So there's the intro for this one. We get an intro here by the contents. Intro by Monich. Fairly good long intro too. It's like a fighting sequence here. Here's one with him and Iron Fist. And these comics had a ton of action in them. Let's get to an actual. So you can see how many panels there are. Mine too, actually, if you look over back there, you'll notice that the omnibus are packed now, but they actually buckle. Is that what's happening in yours too? They're kind of caving in. One day, my one of mine actually broke down. So this one covers, by the way, Masters of Kung Fu issues 38 to 70 and annual number 1. And like I said, there is one more omnibus to show you guys. And this one maybe is apropos because July 4th was yesterday, right? Over there in the US of A. It was everywhere, but it was a big deal over in over there. You guys love your July 4ths. Your Independence Days. So, here we go. Let's take these stickers off. Had a good job. I haven't got everything boxed up yet, but yeah, almost all the omnibuses are boxed up, and all the movies are, except for a couple that we got left to do probably today, and then it's crazy after that. So this one here is Captain America by Dan Jurgens. So Dan Jurgens did Captain America in the 90s. For those that watch the channel and watch my Cult of Comics videos, you know that I picked up the Thor Heroes Return by Dan Jurgens because I'm a huge Dan Jurgens fan. I actually really like this era of Captain America. It's very much an action era. Well, eventually, like I'm not moving yet. Like just my stuff right now, unfortunately, is going. Like this is going to Morocco. It may take us another 6 months to a year before we get like moved out. But we're getting a lot of the stuff moved out so that we don't have to deal with this moving portion of it later on. So we're going to be living pretty bare bones here for a bit. If anything updates, so I'll let the channel know. Now here are the very 90s covers. So on the cover of this is not actually Captain America. So on the cover of this is U.S. Agent, who if you watch the Captain America, the Falcon Winter Soldier Disney show, then you got to see the U.S. Agent because his name is John Walker. And he's a guy that becomes Captain America for a while. So on the inside of it, I'll take off the slip because there's kind of artwork on this one. Got the shield right there, and I got a great representation of the Red Skull. Look how scary it looks right there. Red Skull should always look that scary. Oh, this up here with an amazing shot of Cap. Right here, a very angry Captain America. No introduction on this one. This goes straight into the comics. Actually, yes, I'll be living there permanently. Anyways, I'll be living there. That'll be my home base. But I'll do a little bit of traveling, like obviously to see my family, because my family's in Canada. So I'm going to be traveling to Canada to see my family every for Christmas and every few months type of thing. And we have family over in London, and we have family in Paris, and we have family in a part of the U.S. too. I'm not quite sure where, but somewhere in the United States. And we have like a little thing in the Canary Islands. So we're planning to travel around there a bit too. So I am planning to take this whole channel, once this all goes together, and make this kind of a Cult of Cinema International. So you can watch, like, you can see a ton of like movie channels that are going to show you like the movies and sales and stuff like that. I'm going to take you around the world with me, to Morocco, to Essaouira, where Othello and Game of Thrones and that where it was filmed. I'm going to be able to show you places where some of the big movies, because Morocco, a lot of movies were made in Morocco, were made, and I'm going to let you guys experience it with me when I go there. The whole culture shock, everything. I'm going to be buying movies, but it's going to be longer in between before being able to buy them. Who's my definitive and favorite Captain America author? It's a hard one now. I mean, it is hard not to say Ed Brubaker because for what he did. Thank you, George, for what he did with the comic. Like he brought in Winter Soldier. He took a legacy character that everybody thought, okay, this character has to stay dead. You can't bring him back. In the character of Bucky, and brought him back and made it like seem perfectly not right that he came back. Can you imagine somebody actually being able to do it with an Uncle Ben or a character or something like that? It seems like impossible. And Bucky was a character who died, and you said, okay, yeah, we can't bring back Bucky ever, but now he's one of the most popular characters in comics. With his Winter Soldier persona. Hey, there's Cinema Dave. I have some books today. Isn't this awesome? But yeah, I plan to take I'll still be buying films, but I won't be able to buy them. Like, won't be able to buy a lot in Morocco. I'll be able to buy some while I'm in Morocco, but I'll be buying films from other places, in places in Canada, whether I'm in Halifax or something like that. I'm visiting the kids, or I'm over in London, which I want to do for like a Halloween. So it's going to be different. Now, the neat thing about this is that the artwork starts out with Andy Kubert, and if you're not familiar with Andy Kubert, he is the son of Joe Kubert, the guy who made all those cool, like, war comics and like comics like that back in the day. Are there any releases in Morocco? Not the same as here. I mean, like, Morocco's got more censorship when it comes to stuff like that. I know it's a different type of country. So I'll have to buy movies when I'm outside of Morocco. So what I'll be doing is I'll still be looking at the sales. It is getting there. I'm not sure when I'm going to get there, but my stuff's going to be there before I am. My only concern is my stuff's going to be there a long time before I am. The neat thing about this is they'll put like alternate covers, like in between. Like often you see like special features in the back of the book. This one seems to be putting the covers in between. So I'm guessing this is going to have the book go all the way through without like having too much in the back. I think he brings in that, oh God, what's his name? Protocide. Yeah, he does. This kind of like Captain America style character named Protocide, except it's a psychopath. Which I guess in a way kind of gives you like a John Walker feel if you watch the Disney Plus show. Yeah, we got like Bob Layton doing work on this too. So after a while, Dan Jurgens, he's an artist, not just a writer, does the artwork as well. So here's Dan Jurgens' artwork on Captain America. Oh, don't UK movies! Like I'm finally, George, finally going to be able to actually buy from the UK. That's one of the things I love. This is a gorgeous one. Ooh, okay. I probably shouldn't have seen that. That's a. What's also neat here is that I think there's a story. If you're a comic book, if you ever want to be a comic book writer, you want to do something like that. So, there actually is a story in the back. A comic book script in the back of this book here. So you can actually kind of see how comic books are written. What it was that, I'll read it here because they can say it better than I can. So, Joe Quesada was the editor-in-chief of Marvel at the time, and Bill Jemas had an idea where they said, write a comic book with basically, where a story with no words, all pictures, no words, and write a script for it. So what they did was they put the script in the back of the book here, so we could see what they had what they'd written, and they showed some of the concept art as well, which is right here. All right. Well, with that being said, this is going to be a very short video because I have not even had my tea. I just woke up. Just want to come in and talk to you guys for a minute. I want to thank you all for like joining me as I got my probably my last 2 comics before I ship this off to Morocco, so I can't buy anymore. Last things I'll probably be packing is the stuff I get from George, the indicator stuff, which you'll see me unbox here on the channel. So today I like this. Okay, so this is neat. It's got like it doesn't have a black. Like most of these have like a black like binding thing in the back. Look at this. So it's got kind of a gray kind of look to it. Today I got Dan Jurgens' Captain America and Master of Kung Fu Volume 2, which is my first volume. Well, I haven't got the first volume. I wish I did, because there's 4 volumes of the Master of Kung Fu altogether. Once they print, they're out of print. They're out of print, my friends. They probably won't come back and print again. Thank you, Dave. So, Master Kung Fu and Shaw Brothers. What's some of your favorite martial arts films? God, they'd probably be pretty standard. I mean, I like The Flying Guillotine. I really love that one. Always been a big fan of that. I'm boringly going to say things like The Big Boss and the Dragon, because I really do like Bruce Lee. I've always been a huge fan. Offhand, I would be to say, what I want to do, let me eventually make a martial arts video when I can. And we'll go over like martial arts films with Shaw Brothers, Bruce Lee. I'll actually even break out the omnibuses again. And we'll be able to look at the stuff that's been done there. Thank you so much, George. My name is Aaron. I am in desperate need of tea because I just woke up. Thanks for joining me today in Call of Comics. I will see you here soon again. Maybe even tonight. I'm wearing my Bowie 74 shirt. And because I'm a huge Bowie fan, and there's another thing you get to learn about midday. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.